How we met online, on the internet. A couple different dates, and then finally I met Dara. And here we are, 4 years later. And so it worked out well for us. And I had told her ahead of time that we should make plans with some of her friends.
I wanted to cancel it and he wouldn't let me cancel.
She was angry that I made her go to dinner with her. On our way after dinner, we decided to walk down along the waterfront.
And as we were walking along the harbor walk in Boston, in the middle of freezing cold, he got down on one knee and proposed and had my close family and friends like hiding, and they came all out in surprise, so everyone was there watching.
And but it was great. I just want to tell her that I love her very much, that I always will love her, no matter what, forever. You know, and wherever she goes, I'll go. And it'll be that way for the rest of our lives.
You make me so happy. I'm just so happy to be yours forever. And just thank you for all that you do for me, and I'm so happy to see what our future takes for us.
Good evening, everybody. I want Dara and Eric to know that I'm very honored to be performing this wedding for you. And it's wonderful to see all their family and friends here today to celebrate this union with them. Thankfully, we have the clouds and a breeze, so if you didn't put sunscreen on, I think you're going to be okay. Dara and Eric, today all of us are here to witness the promise you will make to each other that will last from this day forward. All of us here are here to offer our love and support to this union. When you look around, you will see that you are surrounded by people dear and important to you. Derek and Eric would also like for us to remember those family members that weren't family members and friends who are unable to travel or to be with us, who are no longer with us physically, as their gifts of love and compassion over the years will be cherished and remembered always. I'm a nervous wreck. Okay. Marriage is a commitment to life, the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal. It is a physical and emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime. Within the circle of its love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. A wife and a husband are each other's best friend, confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and critic. And there may come times when one partner is heartbroken or ailing, and the other may resemble the tender caring of a parent or child. Marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. Happiness is fuller, memories are fresher, commitment is stronger, and even anger is felt more strongly, but hopefully passes away more quickly. Marriage understands and forgives the mistakes life is unable to avoid. It encourages and nourishes new life and new experiences, new ways of expressing a love that is deeper than life. When two people pledge their love and care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique unto themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people. Two people in love do not live in our world alone. Their love is a source of strength with which they may nourish not only each other but the world around them. And in turn, we, their community of family and friends, have a responsibility to this couple. By our steadfast care, respect, and love, we can support their marriage and the new family they are creating today. I would like everybody to please rise. Will you surround Eric and Dara in love, offering them the joys of your friendship and supporting them in their marriage? Please say, we will. Thank you. Be seated. So Dara and Eric, you are definitely a success story for Match.com. After a few weeks of communicating back and forth, Dara and Eric finally met at the seaport one rainy day in Boston. Dara, not totally trusting Eric quite yet as she got into his car, she sent her cell number and Eric's name to a friend, just in case she went missing. But as you all can see, the meeting went pretty well, and together, since then, they've traveled the world over. They've been to Jamaica, Bermuda, Ireland, just Australia, Thailand, Mexico, not to mention an incredible road trip from Seattle to Las Vegas. They went to Idaho and Jackson Hole, the Grand Canyon, the Four Corners, and Yellowstone. And to think you didn't lose each other along the way. That's good. You've shown us that this is truly a small world. And after thinking about all you've done together in these 4 short years, the traveling, the projects around the house, and the pastimes you share, I do believe your likes and personalities meld together very well. And I'd like to say you have to ask yourself, was this a coincidence you meeting, or was it just fate? You, Dara, and Eric, I honestly believe you are meant to be together. You're meant to be here on this day, at this place today, with your family and friends. You are meant to be together, You really do complement each other so well with your strengths and weaknesses. Your friendship is true and your love is strong. You are thoughtful and sincere individuals who have so much to give each other and to those you love around you. Michelle is going to do a reading right now.
Sooner or later, we begin to understand that love is more than verses on Valentine's and romance in the movies. We begin to know that love is here and now, real and true, the most important thing in our lives. For love is the creator of our favorite memories and the foundation of our fondest dreams. Love is a promise that is always kept, a fortune that can never be spent, a seed that can flourish in even the most unlikely of places. And this radiance that never fades, this mysterious and magical joy, is the greatest treasure of all, one known only by those who love.
Thank you, Michelle. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You're both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enriches your life, who makes you think, who makes you smile, and who makes every day brighter. You are about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for each other, and find happiness in one another. There's a simple premise to each of these promises you're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I am going to have, I want you to be a part of. Now, Eric and Dara have written their own vows, and Eric's going to read his now to Dara.
Today, surrounded by people who love us, I choose you, Dara, my best friend, to be my wife. You're the person I want to take off with to faraway countries, to foreign landscapes, hidden gems, in corners of the world that would only have looked half amazing without you by my side. You're the person I want to get lost with, set up camp with, stumble through dark streets after long, rambunctious nights in a city we can't pronounce the name of. You're the person I want to come home to, the person I want to escape with, the person I want on every adventure I take by my side, helping to guide the entire way. I promise to love you in good times and bad, when life seems easy, when it seems hard, when our love is simple and when it's an effort, to always keep you safe and warm, even when you steal all the blankets and turn yourself into a burrito, to always tell you goodnight, gorgeous, no matter where you are in the world, to cherish you always, forever love you unconditionally. Because of you, I laugh, I smile, and I dare to dream. You are the one I will live with and dream with and love with forever. The one I will spend the rest of my life caring with, caring for you, nurturing for you, and being there for you and all life has for us. I vow today to always be true and faithful, knowing we will walk together, side by side, hand in hand, and heart in heart for the rest of our lives. Today I take you, Dara, to be my wife.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to try my best to do this without crying. Eric, you're my best friend, my travel buddy, my one true love. You inspire me to be a better person. You encourage my personal growth. You help me to be the person that I am today. With your love and trust, I know I will be a better person tomorrow than I am today. I promise to choose you every day, over and over, in good times and bad. I promise to never take you for granted. I promise to encourage and inspire you and to love you through the good times and bad. I promise to always recognize what is beautiful about you and us, especially in the midst of a dark storm. I promise to take care of you in sickness and health. I promise to try to have patience, though we both know I don't have any. I promise to defend you to others, even when you're wrong, because that's what partners are for. I promise to put your happiness before my own. I promise to make sure that I'm not just hungry, tired, or stressed out before I yell at you and start a war. I promise to give you an acceptable answer when you ask where we should go eat instead of me saying, I don't know. I promise to never get tired of poking your buttons or nagging you, and will continue to poke you every single day until the end of time. I promise to embrace all parts of you, including the times when you snore. I promise to share control of the television, even sit with you and watch the Bruins game when it's past my bedtime. I promise to always make time for you and initiate date nights no matter how stressful and busy life becomes. I promise to always bake you treats even when I want to be on a healthy diet. Most of all, I promise to love you unconditionally until the end of time. You are my soulmate, my best friend, and my one true love. I can't wait to grow old with you and spend the rest of my life with you.
From the earliest of times, the circle has been a symbol of completeness, an unbroken and never-ending circle that symbolizes a commitment of love that is also never-ending. It is customary to exchange wedding rings as symbols of love and unity, the act of giving and receiving. They represent an inward belief and trust in togetherness. They also represent an outward sign of spirit, signifying to all the bond the two you share. Dara, with this ring,
Dara, with this ring,
I symbolize our union as husband and wife
I symbolize our union as husband and wife
for today, tomorrow, and all the years to come.
for today, tomorrow, and all the years to come.
As it encircles your finger,
As it encircles your finger,
may it remind you always
may it remind you always
that you are surrounded by my love. Eric, will you take Dara to be your wedded wife?
I do.
All right. It's hot. Dara? Dara, repeat after me, please. Eric, with this ring,
Eric, with this ring,
I symbolize our union as husband and wife
I symbolize our union as husband and wife
for today, tomorrow, and all the years to come.
for today, tomorrow, and all the years to come.
As it encircles your finger,
As it encircles your finger,
may it remind you always
may it remind you always
that you are surrounded by my love.
that you are surrounded by my love.
Dara, will you take Eric to be your wedded husband?
I do.
Know that these are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your future together. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will, countless times, wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children and help you to hold your family as one. And these are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. Lastly, these are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Dara and Eric, may your marriage bring you all the wonderful pleasures a marriage should bring. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you look for things to praise, often say I love you, and take no notice of small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find it in making one another happy. May you love, and may you find it loving one another. Believe in your tomorrows, because tomorrows is what your future is made of. Before I pronounce you husband and wife, I have just one more thing I want you to do. Actually, two. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly by. This day is filled with emotion, friends, rings, and soon dances. Many people here remember how quickly their own wedding passed by. So I want you to take a few seconds to just look at each other. Think about your happiness in this moment. Let this feeling register in your heart and in your mind. Tonight will be a great night of celebration with lots of music and dancing, and from your song, spinning each other around and around in circles. Don't let anyone tell you I don't dance. Especially one very special dance I mustn't forget to mention, the beef. That's for you, Willie. So, by the power of your love and commitment, and by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you, Dara and Eric, husband and wife, always and forever. But before we continue, officially they are Mr. and Mrs. Eric Sikorsky. But before we end the ceremony, this concludes the wedding ceremony, but we're going to have the breaking of the glass.
Whatever one you want.
Okay, in Jewish tradition, the breaking of the glass at a wedding is a symbolic prayer and hope that your love for one another will remain until the pieces of the glass come together, or, in other words, that your love will last forever. The fragile nature of the glass also suggests the frailty of human relationships. Even the strongest of relationships is subject to disintegration. The glass, then, is broken to protect the marriage. With the implied prayer, may your bond of love be as difficult to break as it would be to put together the pieces of this glass. Now Eric's going to break the glass. After he breaks the glass, I want to invite everyone to shout the Hebrew words Mazel Tov, which means good luck and congratulations. All right, Eric.
All set.
Just want to congratulate Dara and Eric. They are a great, beautiful couple together, and Dad and I couldn't be happier that the both of you found each other. We love you both very much, and we know you'll have a wonderful life together.
Hi, Eric and Dara. Welcome to the family, Dara. I knew 4 years ago when Eric came home and said to me, I think I've met the female of me. We like all the same things. Our families are similar. Our sports are similar. She likes to travel the world. So I knew from that day, and also the day of Chris and Laurel's wedding, when Eric danced. Eric has never, ever, ever danced at any venue. So I knew that you were something special. So congratulations to the two of you. I know you'll have a long, happy life together, and I look so forward to watching you grow as a couple and as a family. No pressure. Love to you both.
Hey, Eric and Dara, congratulations. We are so happy to be here, and I'm so glad you picked Mexico, because I wouldn't come here unless it was for you two. So thank you very much. And one piece of advice for you: always think before you speak throughout your whole marriage, because it really works. Enjoy everything, girls, boys. Love you guys.
Dara, thanks for letting us be a part of your wedding day. We love you so much, and we're having a great time.
It's been really special to preserve a friendship for so long and keep it going. More adventures. We love you.
Not sure why you still like us, but you do.
We'll take it.
I know.
Love you.
Love you.
Keep her safe, Eric.
Hey, Dara.
Hello.
We're here at your wedding.
Having an amazing time, obviously.
Yeah, it's pretty much the bomb. Earlier tonight, Jess asked me to marry her, so we're gonna try not to steal your
spotlight, if you
spotlight
will.
Tonight,
if you will.
But we're getting married here next year on your anniversary.
But really, though, congratulations.
Yeah.
We love you guys so much.
We do, and you had a great wedding. I would want this one for
Probably
myself.
the best ever.
Yeah.
We'd travel anywhere for you. If you want to take us along on your next trip, think about it.
We're down.
Think about it. Love you, Dara. Love you too, Eric.
Oh yeah, bye, Eric.
Okay, Dara, Eric, yay! Congratulations. Thank you so much for having me at your beautiful day. We love you so much, and I don't know, just so happy to be here, and best of luck through all the years, and yeah, we love you. Cheers, cheers.
Dara and Eric, congratulations. Dara, you were one of my first friends. It was so amazing to see you now in your beautiful gown, standing next to Eric, listening to your vows. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I wish you both so much happiness and so much love. And come down and visit me in Charleston soon. Love you.
I lost myself in the cold, but I'm still here. I found myself growing old, but I'm still here. I lost myself in the cold, but I'm still here. I found myself growing old, but I'm still here.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how to act. Yeah. I think it's special what's behind your back. Yeah. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. Yeah. Take them to the bridge. Dirty babe, you see these shackles, baby, I'm your slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. It's just that no one makes me feel this way. Take it to the chorus. Come here, girl. Go ahead, be gone with it. Come to the back. Go ahead, be gone with it. VIP. Go ahead, be gone with it. Drinks on me. Go ahead, be gone with it. Twerking with. Go ahead, be gone with it. Look at those hips. Go ahead, be gone with it. You make me smile. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, child. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. Go ahead, be gone with it. Get your sexy up. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. The motherfuckers don't know how to act. Yeah. Don't let me make up for the things you lack. Yeah. Cause you're burning up, I gotta get it fast. Yeah. Take it to the bridge. Dirty babe, you see these shackles, baby, I'm your slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. Mr. and Mrs. Sikorski!
I'll never settle down. That's what I always thought. Yeah, I was that kind of man. And just ask anyone. I don't dance, 'cause I don't dance. Love's never come my way. I've never been this far, 'cause you took these 2 left feet and waltzed away with my heart. No, I don't dance, but here I am, spinning you round and round in circles. It ain't my style, but I don't care. I'd do anything with you anywhere. Yes, you got me in the palm of your hand, girl, 'cause I don't dance. No, I don't dance. I don't dance, but here I am, spinning you round and round in circles. It ain't my style, but I don't care. I'd do anything with you anywhere. Oh, I don't dance, but here I am, spinning you round and around in circles. It ain't my style, but I don't care. I'd do anything with you anywhere. Yeah, you got me in the palm of your hand, girl, 'cause I don't dance. No.
Applausos, honey. That was wonderful. Okay.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May.
Let's dance, let's chance for love. Yes, it's my last chance for romance tonight. I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me, to scold me. 'Cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance tonight. Let's dance for love. Yes, it's my last dance for romance tonight. Oh, hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my this is my wish. Oh, you know somebody loves you. May all your dreams stay
Hi everyone. For anyone here who may not know me, my name's Leah. I am Dara's favorite sister. I also happen to be her only sister, so she had no choice. It's okay. Growing up, Dara and I lived in what you could call tight quarters. We shared a bedroom for literally our entire childhood. I'm not sure whose genius idea that was, but I suppose our only other option was sharing a room with Marcus, so I guess it could have been way worse. In sharing a room, Dara and I had countless arguments over things like clothes hangers, who got to use the bathroom first, which Marcus has many stories of, and who had to get up to shut off the light. More often than not, it was me, because Dara would always say, "You're closer." Of course, there was some teenage bickering over phone use, only ours was Dara talking to some boys while I was trying to go to bed at 8 p.m. However, we didn't always fight, and it wasn't truly all that bad. From my perspective, it was awesome growing up with a big sister. She was there to take on all of the firsts. First to get a bad grade, first one to drive, first to bring a boy home. That being said, my teachers always loved me. right away. They were like, oh, you're Dara Gay's sister? Great. So thank you for that. Dara always forced me to do things that were slightly outside of my comfort zone. She's a little more outgoing than me. Then again, what else is a big sister supposed to do? She made me join the swim team at Taunton High, and when I cried because I didn't want to swim a 500, she gave me a nice pep talk and supported me despite the fact that I was in dead last and got a pity cheer from the crowd. Lisa was there to witness that as well. Dara, we will forever share countless memories from our time growing up together, and I just want you to know I consider myself lucky to be able to call you my sister. You are one of the most outgoing, selfless, kind-hearted, and overall genuine people that I've ever known. And I think everyone here can agree that you're so lucky to have found those same qualities in your now husband, Eric. Well, I'm not done. I remember when Dara first brought Eric around the family. We were at the cottage, because where else would we be? And it was Marcus's graduation party. Eric was forced with the daunting task of meeting everyone in the Gay family all at once. I remember thinking to myself, this is going to prove to be a great idea, or we might never see this kid again. My dad was being his usual party self, and my friend Casey, who's not here, was slightly intoxicated despite being on alcohol patrol, and she was trying to fight some of Marcus's friends, and then proceeded to cry to Dara and Eric over it. After I ignored her, I believe she managed to hug Dara all the way to the ground, and Eric was just standing right next to them. It was quite the scene to walk in on if you're meeting your girlfriend, maybe, family for the first time, although I bet Eric would now tell you that this is often sometimes the norm these days. I remember when Dara told my dad that they were leaving the party, and my dad turned to Tyler, and who was standing next to him and asked, Ty, what do you think? And Tyler said, I don't know, seems fine to me. And so they left. Lo and behold, almost 3 years later, we think, 4 years later, here we are at the Hard Rock Resort in Mexico, celebrating two amazing people. Dara, I love you more than you know. I will forever look up to you as my big sister for the rest of my life. You're so lucky to have found Eric, and it's been pretty evident since day one that you two are meant for one another. I'll speak on behalf of everyone who made this trip down here that we all wish you nothing but happiness and love as you guys take the next major step in your journey together. Dara, I love you. Eric, welcome to the family. I love you too. Let's all raise our glasses to Dara and Eric. Oh, thank God, good. The new Mr. and Mrs. Sikorsky, and toast to a lifetime of happiness and adventures together. Cheers.
I'm Andrew. This is Chris, Eric's best friend. So Chris also has something to say, being Eric's best friend. He knows him pretty much as well as I do. And again, for you, those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric's oldest brother, or only brother, so older. And to echo kind of what Kelly said, for you that were at the rehearsal dinner last night, your siblings are your first best friends, people that you spend the most of your time with as a child. And I think I had that grudge, you know, the second child comes into the family, wants to play with my toys, play with me and my friends, and all I wanted to do was get away. But sometimes I think about that and I regret it. But though I think it made us the people we are today, and as we grew older, we, you know, I guess I was accepting, and we had the same interests, and we played soccer together. We built our own soccer net in the backyard, and I couldn't tell you how many balls are probably lost out there in the marsh. Somebody else can find them. We're not going to go out there and get them. Whether it was making paths out to the pond, shovel off an ice rink, lose the puck in the river and try to get it out, maybe fall in the pond, and have to trek all the way back to the house soaking wet in the middle of winter. So, let's see. So eventually, you know, the things we did together, started hanging out together more, becoming better friends. And I think I can speak for Kelly and myself that we're more than happy to add another member to our family. Someone to be Eric's new best friend, but also that shares the same interests with him. And I can share Marcus's same feeling that you're lucky I'm not around to get more of those Bruins tickets. But I'm glad to see that you had your Sean Thornton jersey on right away when you go to those games. Let's see. Oh, one last piece of advice. One of the best things I ever learned from Eric was how to argue or not argue. And so the only thing I can really tell you is to let him have the last word because he's probably going to get it anyway. Oh, yes. So, first of all, everybody please raise your glasses and join me in cheersing Eric and Dara. I love you both. Look forward to spending many years with both of you. Cheers.
All right, so it is actually true. I am also a best man. Eric named me a little while afterwards, but I think he cut me out of all the brochure, all the pamphlets and stuff because he's afraid of what I might say. But I have the mic now, so I'd like to thank everyone for coming down and making this whole night possible. Only Eric could figure out a way to make everyone else pay for his wedding. But ever since I can remember, I've been playing soccer with Eric, whether it be organized teams, playing in rec leagues for the school, or playing in your backyard with that monster net that you guys built. But it always usually worked out. Eric was playing goalie, and I was playing defense in front of him. And I think the coaches really only put him back there because he was tall and he can't run. And they usually put me in front of him because they actually trusted me. I'd do all the hard work and make him look good. You know, he's actually, most of you know, he is a damn good goalie, even if he still can't run. Still can't. But those are some of my favorite times playing soccer with Eric back there. I never really felt comfortable unless he was my goalie. So, let's see. But, you know, you'll always be my goalie at heart, man. But many years later, many soccer games, many video games, school, college, a little bit of adventure, a little bit of shenanigans, we come to Eric's wedding day. Someone once said, true love is a hard thing to find. You never know where you're going to find it. But luckily for Eric, he found me when he was born, 29 years ago. We always say that we've been friends since before we were born because our parents were such good friends even before we were thoughts. So, but do you know who said that true love best line, the true love line, Eric? Well, someone wise said it, but Eric also said it at my wedding when he was giving my best man, or his best man speech. And let's see, let's go back to this. But at your wedding was actually the first time I'd met Dara. And, you know, he's spouting off all this true love stuff, bringing his new girlfriend at the time. That's pretty gutsy. But I was a fan of Dara from the start. I mean, she is an engineer, and I'm also an engineer, so I'm a little biased, but that's just awesome, because engineers are the best. But I was very happy to find that out. I think Eric needs that practicality, that organization in his life, just to keep his feet on the ground. So I was a fan from the start. I love you, Dara. But I wanted to tell you a little story about the first time I knew Eric was going to marry Dara. So Dara was traveling, I'm not really sure where, but Eric was released. He had some free time to hang out with me. So we made our own little date. We went up, we were going to play 18 holes of golf at the Pease golf course. So we get there, beautiful day, we get rolling, have a few drinks in us, just like a great golf day. Two buddies out. And then while we were out there, he starts mentioning, oh yeah, Dara's, you know, traveling and whatnot. And he got her a little surprise present. So Dara, you like pig stuffed animals, right? Yeah. So Eric had gotten her a pig stuffed animal, and I think he hid it in her luggage as a little surprise, a little comfort gift. Yes, oh, very sweet. Okay, but back to the important part, golf. So we're out there playing. We roll up to the 17th tee, and get out, grab my driver. We're looking at a nice little par 4, pretty open, pretty straight, but ends in a kind of a bad 2-leveled green. Anyways, I get up there. I'm like, hey, Eric, you want to hit first? Eric? I look back. He's sitting in the golf cart talking to Dara on the phone. Dude, we're out playing golf. Two buddies, beautiful day, and he's sitting on his ass talking to his girlfriend. But that's when I knew. You know, I just smiled, shook my head, and I knew that I'd be up here telling the story. So, I'd like to raise a toast to my best friend, his beautiful wife. Lifetime of love and happiness together, guys. Cheers, I don't have a drink. You guys. I figured I shouldn't.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.
How you all doing? Are you guys ready to party? Hold on a second. Listen, this is an amazing group. We have people who have traveled halfway around the world to be here to celebrate tonight, this special day. We have people from the United States, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Wisconsin, and California. Okay. In addition, across the pond, we have a lovely couple from England who came over here, there, and from down under, two beautiful blonde young ladies from Australia. Now, this is an amazing tribute to us to be here at this beautiful location at the Riviera in Mexico at the Hard Rock, okay? And I personally want to thank you all for coming to help me celebrate, me and my family, my almost 70th surprise birthday party. I knew it! Dara, I knew you could do it again. Now, thank you all. It really is a amazing feat to have 80 people, almost 80 people, 78, whatever, come here this way to celebrate the special occasion for these two lovely couples. Okay, they are a perfect couple. I couldn't ask for a better son-in-law. I said I really love the guy from the day I met him when he joined my my volleyball team. And Dara, you've been the perfect daughter. Okay, so I can't ask for more. I love you guys both. Show has a lot of words, but I just want to say, have a happy, loving life together. God bless you. We love you.
Yeah, I'll keep it short. Hi, everyone. I just want to say on behalf of Dara and Eric, Mark and Marsha, and Willie and myself, I just want to begin by thanking you all for coming and welcoming you to this great day to celebrate this marriage of our daughter, Dara, to Eric. Time flies by so quickly, and it doesn't seem that long ago that Dara was born, and here I am today speaking, or trying to, at her wedding. Dara is a wonderful daughter and has given us so much joy and happiness over the years, and while not every day has been perfect, the love we feel for her has been. She is a lovely young lady who we are proud to call our daughter, and we are sure that Eric will be also proud to call his wife. And now that Dara is grown, we may not hold her hand each day, but we will always hold her heart. Parents hope that one day their child will find a partner and get married. Every parent also worries that their child will find the right partner, one that will make them happy. We have no doubt that with Eric, Dara has found that partner. During the time Willie and I have known Eric, we have come to realize how special he is to Dara and how much of a kind, caring, pleasant, and genuinely nice man he is, and what a great son-in-law he will be. Mark, Marsha, your son Eric is an absolute credit to you both. They are so happy together. Dara and Eric, Dad and I know you will have a great life together and be very happy. You are among people today who care about you both and love you very much and wish you a life full of happiness, love, and laughter. Dad and I have a bit of advice for both of you. Love constantly, accuse slowly, forgive quickly, and share everything. Be each other's best friend. Finally, we would like to propose a toast to the happy couple, and we know everyone here will want to join us in raising their glass to a very long, happy, and healthy future together. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and raise your glass to the new bride and groom. A French author said, when children find true love, parents find true joy. Dara, Eric, here's to your love and our joy from this day forward. To Dara and Eric, Mazel Tov.
Just so you know, this is the first I've heard of this. I have no idea what's going on. None.
That's a tough act to follow. That was hard. That was a hard one to follow. I only have 10 pages. No, I'm kidding. I want to welcome everybody here tonight to the celebration of the marriage of Eric and Dara. Today is the culmination of an incredible amount of planning by an incredible couple. Now, Eric has always been a very energized person, and in fact, at a very young age, he was given the title Electric Eric. And very few people know who gave that to him, but he's a wonderful fella. A couple decades ago, I was working on a project to extend our deck, and Eric was, as usual, right in there running the project. Excuse me. So I'm on my knees nailing down this deck, the deck boards, and I turned around to see that Eric had laid out all the nails in groups of twos for the next boards to be nailed down, and I was amazed. I just couldn't believe it, and that was the beginning of his organization. I was truly amazed. He continued this process until we finished that deck, which has become a foundation of many a family gathering over the years. Thank you, Siri, for changing those words. Well, I don't even know what you're telling me, honey. Well, 4 years ago, Derek came home, and he was so illuminated because he had met somebody, and in a big piece. Excuse me, wait a minute. The years have come. The years have gone by, and that deck has held up a foundation of many things. And when 4 years ago Eric came home to express his joy and his illumination over the person that he had met, a big piece of that foundation was added. He was illuminated. He was electric. This foundation has continued to grow, and so many strong pieces have been added. And many of you are here today. Many of the people that I've known for many years, and many of the people that I've met just this weekend, and I'll hopefully know for many years. So I wanted to create something visual to remind everyone of the strength that's created by these foundations. So in thinking back to those nails laid out in a row, I've brought a pile of envelopes here, and every one of these envelopes has 2 nails in it. They're stainless steel nails. They'll never corrode. They'll never dissolve. And there's a card in there, and what I would like each of you to do, if you have a moment, is to stop by the table up front and add a thought to that card. A simple thought, a direction, a proverb, whatever you feel. And Eric and Dara, I want you to keep these envelopes somewhere close and safe. And on your anniversary, or when things are gloomy, open one of those envelopes and get a piece of encouragement from somebody here today, and add to that foundation. Open one and read it, and remember this day. Your foundation rose to new heights. Congratulations today and forevermore. also want to tell you how hard it was to get nails through TSA.
Dope.
This shit that ice cold, Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent, gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman, I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am, I'm too hot. And my band bought that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you.